Six ladies have made it through to the Moomba Masters Women's Slalom Final. Competitor number one, Whitney Reaney from Canada, starting with a rope length of 13 metres. Goes through the entrance gates. All of our skiers need to go through the entrance gates around the six turn buoys and out through the exit gates to be given a successful pass. And the 13 metre line as she goes now to buoy 5. Turns around 5. More or less a warm-up pass for Whitney Reaney, and she'll be back on 12 metres to increase the degree of difficulty. And let's see how she can go here through the entrance gates. Turns around 1. Aggressive turn out of 1 for Whitney Reaney. A many times winner of the Moomba Masters Championship, trying to win just one more at least. And Whitney Reaney now working hard out of 4. She's really working on this 12-metre pass, but turns 6 and manages to run. Well, it wasn't easy, but Whitney Reaney running the 12-metre pass.
Yeah, that wasn't the easiest 12-metre line we've ever seen Whitney run, but now she's down to the 11.25. The rope does not reach the turn buoy, as it's 11.5 metres between the centre of the boat course out to the buoy. Now, as she pulls into buoy 3, she turns. Can she run the 11.25? Set herself up for another win here. Whitney Reaney around buoy 5, and she will run the 11.25. What a performance here from the Canadian, as this is now 10.75. Edges through those gates. She gets to 1 ball, snaps 1, looks at buoy number 2. She gets a ski around 2, and the score is going to be 1.5 on the 10.75.
And as we go to the replay, a score of 1.5 for Whitney Reaney. In past years, she has scored a little better than this, but today the conditions are proving extremely difficult, and this could be a score that holds up with 5 skiers still to go.
Beautiful conditions actually for the R this morning, and the nautique feels great. Just a little bit of movement on the water, and just caught me off a little bit at 2 ball there. But last year I got 2 and I got second.
Well, I hope to see you back next year.
I won't be back next year. I'm really hoping to get my 10th title today. We'll see in a couple passes, but I want to grow my family again.
Now from the USA, Regina Jaques, defending Moomba Masters Women's Slalom Champion. 11.25 metres is the line length now. She knows she must run this to try and threaten the event, as now she gets to buoy number 3. Turns around 4. She's laid out of 4, though. A lot of work to do now. She turns 5. Oh, can she get to 6? Stands to ski up. Gets to 6. Oh, but she can't turn 6. She falls, and unfortunately 5.5 on the 11.25 metre line. Well, Regina Jaques, conditions extremely tough out there on the Yarra here today as she turns around buoy 2. She was a little bit late out of 2. Now I'm seeing the replay now. Gets to 3. Stretches for 4, still working. Well, she's still in the game with a chance, but slack rope and late out of 4. Gets to 5 now. Knows she really has to turn 5. Stands the ski up. Desperately stretches to 6. And unfortunately, that is the end of the pass for Regina Jaques. Well, to see what she thinks of her efforts and the conditions, we caught up with her on the dock.
Regina Jaques, bit of an unexpected weekend for you. Unfortunately, missing your 11.25 pass today.
Yeah, unfortunate. It's changing by the pass right now out there. It's getting 10%, I think, a change by each pass. So lucky to go out first because that was one of the first ones, because I think it's going to get kind of gnarly out there.
So now we go to the young American, Alexia Abelson. As I said, the conditions are getting tougher. The tail current on this first pass, and the wind is making it tough for the skiers, and Alexia Abelson goes down with half on the 12-metre line. Just didn't quite get herself set and tried to overturn 1 ball and goes down there. Alexia Abelson, disappointing stuff for her.
Now Sasha Denishevskaya, we see her coming in on a 12-metre line. Turns around 1. See how she can handle these conditions as they are getting tougher by the minute, as she now turns around buoy 3. So far, a on-time turns buoy number 4 now to Sasha. Takes in 5, a good-looking 12-metre pass. Very solid run there for Sasha Denishevskaya. Okay, now she'll come back on the 11-metre line. Obviously a must run for all these girls. Very important to get a good start. Gets a good gate. Turns around 1, stands a scuff. She's in lots of trouble. Drops the handle. And unfortunately 1 on the 11.25 will be the score.
Yeah, and you go back to this replay here. Got the angle in. Ski was wide enough to turn. and just got the slack line, which pulled her forward through the wakes, and unfortunately had lost all of the direction into 2 balls. So that's going to end it there for Sasha Danishevskaya, and we move on to our next competitor from Peru, and it's Cristiana Diosma. This is the 12-metre line, so she's finding it tough. The skiers really, we saw Whitney and Regina performing pretty well out there in these conditions. We'll see if these next young girls can tackle for the lead. Cristiana down at 12. She's run that one nicely. That's what you want to do here. Now we're going to bring her back on to the 11.25. 2 ball here is what the girls have struggled with here. See if she can stay composed. She does. In through the gate. She turns 1. Nice slack. It got it out there at 2. She just S-turns 2 though. Back to the wakes for a full. Oh no, the judges have called it with 1.5, not making it back to the wakes in time. 1.5 on the 11.25.
Now back to the USA, and Ali Garcia now on a 12-metre line. Turns around 1. Pretty good start. Edges strongly out of buoy 2. Looking very strong here is Ali Garcia. Turns 3. Now gets to 4. Just virtually waiting for 4. Turning 5 a little down course, but no problems there on the 12-metre line for Ali Garcia. Well, has she laid a platform to be able to move deep down the 11.25-metre line? Nice and wide start. Great angle through the gates. Turns around 1. Or stands the ski up. Drops the handle and unfortunately can't go any further, Ali Garcia.
And now we go to Neely Ross from Canada. We've already seen her out there in the trick ski, now on the slalom ski. She comes through the gates here. This is the 12-metre line. This is her second pass, looking good. She has a beautiful form where the way she can turn that ski, gets great angle through those Nautique wakes. She's a bit late down here at 5 though. She's going to make it, and she is going to just sneak out through 6. Not the easiest pass there for Neely Ross, but we're going to bring her back now on to the 11.25. She needs a good gate shot here and a good start at 1. Gets the ski around. Oh, she stands up though. She's not going to have the angle to get to 2. Official score there of 1 on the 11.25 for Neely Ross of Canada.
Now on a 12-metre line length, Daniela Kretschmer from Chile. Turns around 1, or stands to ski up a little bit. She's going to be late into 2. She gets to 2. She's still late, struggling, fighting hard as she's late out of 3 again. Way down course out of 4, and unfortunately just can't take the turn out of 4. 3.5 for Daniela Kretschmer. And the women's slalom final results for the 10th time. Whitney Reaney, our champion from Canada. Regina Jaquist from the USA in second place, and Cristiana Diosma from Peru rounding out third position.
And now we move on to the men's slalom final. Our first competitor is Nick Adams from Australia. The only difference between the women's and the men's event is we bumped that boat speed up to 58 kilometres per hour. The tall lad from Victoria moves his way down this 12-metre pass around 5 and out through 6. Nice second pass here from Nick Adams. We're now going to shorten him to the 11.25. First competitor of 8. See if we can get him through this 11.25. He knows that he's going to need to get at least a score onto the 10.75 if he wants to be on the podium or even take the win here. Nick Adams, he's in a bit of trouble. He's getting into buoy number 4 now. He's a bit slow out of 4. He's going to have to big turn of 5. Ski just not working the way he would have liked. Or did he go inside? May have gone inside 6. Yes, the official score of 5 on the 11.25.
And now on a 12-metre line, Batista Ahumada from Argentina. Turns 1, skis aggressively, which in these conditions, these guys have really got to be on their game to run the 12-metre pass. Now turns buoy 4, stands a ski up out of 4. He's not giving up though, turns 5, he's working hard for this one, and with a little bit of slack rope, gets around 6 and out through the gates and runs the 12-metre line. Now coming in on the 11.25. A must-run pass for these guys. Gets around buoy 1. Not a bad start out of 1. Gets to 2 and unfortunately falls. Bad luck for Batista.
We go now to the junior men's slalom winner of 2025. It's Damien Eade from the USA. This is the 11.25. Looking good. All broke forward a fraction out of 2 ball though, but for how tall he is, he's going to make it look easy as he turns 4 ball into 5. Working hard, but still manages to get the pass done. That's the 11.25 done. He takes the lead. First competitor now on to 10.75. Can Damien Eade set a big score for the rest of the field to chase? Here he comes in through the gates. Gets to 1 ball. Oh no, just the line just hits him. And unfortunately the score coming through of half on the 10.75.
Now Nicholas Atomsam from Austria on the 11.25 metre line. Turns around one. Pretty good start, looking solid. Turns two there. Line nice and tight. So far so good as he turns three. Working hard is Nicholas, but there. Gets to four. He's way down course. He's going to have to work. He turns around five. Well, he hasn't given up yet, but he just goes inside six. He ran out of space, ran out of line, and unfortunately, that's where it ends.
And then we go to Great Britain. It's Joel Poland on the 11.25. Already made through 13.12. This is the third pass for Joel. Oh, great start here at 1 at 11. Nice two as well. Staying up over that ski. Turns three ball. Looks good. Nice edge change into four. He's looking dialed in. Joel Poland is round five and out through six. That's the easiest 11.25 we've seen here this afternoon. But Joel Poland now to take the lead. Needs more than half on this 10.75. Can he do it in front of this big Melbourne crowd? Getting himself set, edges through the gates. He's into one, snaps one. Oh, not a great start at one, though. Gets the ski to two and blows out the fin. And unfortunately, 1.5 on the 10.75. Takes the lead from Joel Poland.
Yes, we see on the replay, he started, the first half of the turn was good, but then just lost it and no chance really of getting around 2 miles of speed. The ski becomes airborne, and so too does Joel Poland. And we go to Freddie Winter from Great Britain, defending champion on the 11.25 metre line. Freddie coming back from a pretty serious leg injury. Let's see if he can defend his title now as he turns around 3. So far looking pretty good on this 11.25. Strong out of 4 now, also out of 5, and a good looking 11.25 metre pass for Freddie Winter, the Brit. Now we're going to shorten him up to 10.75. There's Freddie. Dearly would love to take out this event another time. Turns now. Gets to 1. Oh, slack rope, he's in trouble. Gets to 2. Hooks it around 2. Just gets back. Unofficially 2 on the 10.75. Takes him into the lead.
Yeah, he knows that's not going to be enough there, Rob. He didn't have the best start there. You saw the rope hit the water. Tried to get the angle to 2 and then just end up on the back of the ski. Lost all of his direction. Tried to get to 3 and unfortunately not enough there for Freddie Winter of Great Britain. But he is in the lead. So let's go to our Australian contingent. Lucas Cornell on the 11.25. He has got some talent, this kid. We've already seen him in the trick event. Let's see what he can do on the slalom ski as well. He's a round boy 5 and he will cruise down that 11.25 now, chasing that score of Freddie Winter's 2 on this 10.75 pass. Can he get it? Can he push himself up onto the podium? Still a few skiers left here. Lucas Cornell snaps one. Not a great start here. 2 balls tough. Oh, he gets his ski around 2. He's going to take the lead, and it's going to be a full 3 on the 10.75 for Lucas Cornell.
Yes, well, looking at the replay, he got, not a very good start. The start is so critical. The ski stands up. He somehow gets it back onto the water, gets to 2. How he turned 2 with all that speed, I'll never know, but he does the ski just about airborne at one stage, stretches for 3 at one stage, still a chance to run the pass, but 3, a great score, and the lead position for Lucas Cornell. So now we go to Jaden Eade from the USA. Bring him in on the 11.25 metre line. Turns around 1. Gets a pretty good start at 1. Gets to 2 and unfortunately overturning, losing it, and that will be it for Jaden Eade.
Yeah, disappointing there for Jaden. But we go now to the most experienced of our field in this men's slalom final. 2 skiers left. Thomas de Gasperi of Italy. Of course, he's a hometown name back in Italy. And he's working his way down this 11.25 line. He's there around 5. And he will cruise down this 11.25. Thomas de Gasperi, let's shorten him up. 10.75. Needs more than 3 that we've just saw before from Lucas Cornell. Can he take the win? Needs this good start. He does. Gets a good hook up though. Got the ski in deep. 2 balls there. 2. He's still on it here at 3. Turns to 3. Can he get the ski around? 4. He does. And he gets back to the wakes, but unfortunately not before the next set of boat guides. The score is 3.5 on the 10.75.
As we pick up the replay as he turns around boy 2, he still seems in the game at this stage, but extremely late into 3. A lot of slack rope, loses body position. Actually gets around boy 4, but unfortunately doesn't get back to the wake, and a score of 3.5 for Thomas de Gasperi.
Condition was a little tough today, I gotta admit it. It's not easy, it's the Yara, it's unpredictable, there's current, there's wind, there's bumps. We'll see what Charlie does, and in any ways I'll be happy.
Now Charlie Ross from Canada on the 11.25 metre line. Our final competitor, last off the dock and top seed. He knows exactly what he needs to do on that 10.75 line, but of course the first thing he has to do is get through this 11.25, turns around 4, he's a fraction late out of 4, he's still under control, a great turn out of 5, and some controlled aggression there by the young Canadian, and an excellently run 11.25 metre pass. Now a line length, 10.75 metres, 3.5 the score to beat. He needs 4, turns 1, gets a good start to Charlie Ross, turns 2, the ski rears up a little, he's still in the game, gets to 3, he gets to 4, he's still in heaps of control and straightens the ski and takes the title. And Charlie Ross from Canada, our Moomba Masters men's slalom champion for 2025.
Oh, how good is that for the young superstar out of Canada? He looked good, he looked composed, he looked relaxed throughout this whole pass, knew exactly what he needed to do, was a fraction narrow there into 3 ball, got a bit of slack line, but he knew he had the angle, he knew he could get the ski around 4 and back to the weights for the full 4. Your 2025 men's slalom champion from Canada, the super talent of Charlie Ross.
Charlie Ross, 2025 Moomba Masters Slalom champion. It's got a good ring to it. Tell us about how you feel, how was it out there, and the feelings you're going through right now.
I feel amazing. It was first time being top seed at a pro event, and then first pro win. It means the world. I'm so happy right now to have this crowd here. It's nothing. It's unlike every other event. It's my favorite event of the year. Being in Melbourne, being with the city, going under the bridge, and having this many people out here. It's amazing.
And there you have it, Charlie Ross, your Moomba Masters men's slalom champion from Canada. In second place, Thomas de Gasperi of Italy, and taking home the bronze, Lucas Cornell of Australia.